couple of weeks ago, may pumunta sa programa ko na kuryente. Marami na. Hindi ko na mabilang yung mga namatay dahil dun sa mga dangling wires na yan. Yung mga wires na nakabitin-bitin, siguro, ayusin. Diba? And then yung mga mayors na hindi ma-action, sabihin nyo mag-iboto. Di ba? Pustahan tayo, ma'am. Pag sinabi yung mga mayors, action na action yan. Dahil eleksyon. Sino po dapat ang pwedeng takbuhan ng mga taong na kuryente? Siyempre, pag mayaman, magpapagamot lang sila. Pag mahirap, wala silang pagpapagamot, umaasa lang na sana mayroong tumulong. Sino po pwede nilang puntahan? Marami nagreklamo mga mayor especially. Ang mahal daw ninyong sumingil. Mas mahal pa sa Meralco. Ang Meralco is 10.8895 pesos per kilowatt hour. Kayo, 14.983 per kilowatt hour. Ito yung reklamo ng mga mayors na nasasakupan ninyong lugar. Let's move on sa dangling wires. Nandito yung DILG, ano? Pakita tayo ng video. Mga dangling wires. Marami nang namatay na kuryente. At hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin tayo nakakarap ng problema para ma-address yung issue yan. Sino sa agency ng ating gobyerno ang pwedeng sumagot sa aking mga katanungan? Is that DILG? Siguro? So the LGUs? Nakita nyo naman, walang exemption. Lahat ng syudad, nationwide, may problema sa dangling wires. Ano nakikita natin solusyon para ma-address to? Maayos yung problema. Is that DILG? Siguro, muna. Let's start with DILG. Do we have someone from the DILG?
For DILG, we have Camille Ann de los Santos of the Bureau of Local Government Supervision.
Camille Ann, ma'am, where are you? Hello po. Is she here? Is she present? Ma'am Camille? Nasaan si Ma'am Camille? Wala
For
ata.
ULAP, sir, or the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, we have...
Ito na si Camille. Ayan. Hi Camille.
Sir
How are
Chair.
you, Ma'am Camille?
Okay.
You're fine? Thank you.
On the part of the LG, sir, Mr. Chair, our initial comment on this, I think our we recommend including the provisions of fund for the LGUs to effectively and efficiently implement the proposed measure.
Ano po yung proposed measure niyo?
I mean the pending legislation, sir, the proposed bills. So with regard to the
Okay, habang pending pa yung bill, for the meantime, ano po yung ibinibigay niyong solusyon muna? Kasi left and right, ma'am, nakita niyo naman, di ba?
yes.
Marami na kuryente. In fact, I think last month or a couple of weeks ago, may pumunta sa programa ko na kuryente. Marami na. Hindi ko na mabilang yung mga namatay dahil dun sa mga dangling wires na yan.
Currently, sir, Mr. Chair, the DILG has a memorandum circular 2023-115. Under such memorandum circular, it refers to the inspection and assessment of the structural integrity and safety of all poles and towers. I think as of now, what we can do is to strengthen the enforcement of this memorandum circular and to reiterate the rules of the LGUs under which.
Enforcement. Okay. So, paano po ma-enforce ito? Ba't hindi nyo papatawag lahat ng mga mayors at obligahin sila pakita itong circular 2024-122? Maganda ito eh. Kaso hindi nasusunod. So siguro, yung mga mayors na hindi pa rin uma-action, I don't know, suspindihin nyo, warningan nyo, I don't know.
Noted on that, sir. We will confer this with our officials, with higher officials, and our comments or stand on this, we will submit it included in our position paper.
Kung minsan, pinapatong-patungan eh. Kunyari isang poste yan ng kuryente, tapos papatungan ng mga telco, papatungan ng mga wifi, etc. So, sino nag-regulate niyan, ma'am? On the side of DLG. Dapat mga mayors, di ba? Kasi nasa teritoryo nila. Hindi niyo ba na pag-uusapan yon? Ma'am, wala kayong mic.
On that particular matter, Mr. Chair, allow me to confer first with our higher officials.
Okay.
But rest assured po that the comments are noted.
Yung mga mayors siguro dahil marami naman silang mga tao, paikot-ikutin niyo po siguro sa kanilang area of responsibility. At pag may nakita sila mga kuryente na nagdadangle-dangle doon, ayusin nila siguro. Yung mga hindi gumagawa ng ganun, pabaya, siguro do something about it, right? Okay. Yung sa mga illegal connection, hindi nyo nasakop yun. Ano po yung ginagawa nyo pagkikipag-usap bukod sa DLG? Kasama ba yun sa inyo na kausapin yung mga telcos, kausapin yung electric companies?
Yes.
Involved sila?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Because meron naman pong issuance din ng DILG wherein it provides for or outlines the minimum guidelines that they have to do with the utility providers po before or prior to the installation and during and after the installation of utility poles or cable wires.
Sa ngayon, sigurado ko action yung mga mayors. Kasi eleksyon, di ba? So, obligayan nyo itong mga mayors na mag-ikot, gumawa ng clearing operation. Yung mga wires na nakabitin-bitin, siguro, ayusin. Diba? And then, yung mga mayors na hindi ma-action, sabihin nyo mag-iboto. Diba? Pustahan tayo, ma'am. Pag sinabi nyo mga mayors, action na action yan. Dahil, eleksyon. Kasama kayo doon sa clearing operations dapat, ma'am, di ba?
Yes po.
Kayo po yung ano dapat mag-spearhead noon.
Yes po, in coordination po with the LGUs and other concerned agencies. So para we implement po the government initiatives on road clearing operation, so including po yung relocation and removal po of utility poles that are encroaching the pedestrian and the other sidewalks po.
So kapag meron, ilang beses na po nangyari ito sa programa ko na malapit, meron na kuryente dahil sa wires na nakabitin lang doon. Hindi sinasadya, alam ba, nagbagyo. Sino po dapat ang pwedeng takbuhan ng mga taong na kuryente? Siyempre, pag mayaman, magpapagamot lang sila. Pag mahirap, wala silang pagpapagamot, umaasa lang na sana meron tumulong. Sino po pwede nilang puntahan?
For that, sir, I will confer first.
Nandito ba yung Meralco? Ayun, Engineer Danilo Ignacio. Poste ng Meralco na kinakabitan ng kung ano-anong klase mga wires, telcos, lahat-lahat. Namomonitor niyo po ba yun, sir? So wala po kayong ginagawa na para, uy, umalis kayo rito, magkanya-kanya tayong poste, ba't kayo nakikiposte sa amin? Sir, wala kayong mikropono, sir?
Actually, sir, we have a program to address this anti-dangling problem of the city of our franchise area.
Yes.
Pero sir, if you allow me, let me read a statement from Meralco.
Go ahead po, sir.
To the Senate Committee on Public Services, joint with the Committee on Public Works, Science and Technology, and Urban Planning, Housing and Resettlement, distinguished persons, especially users, Senator Rafi Tulfo, and members of the Joint Committee, Meralco manifests its support to the objectives of the Senate Bills 2782, 1398, 1327, and House Bill number 10512, pertaining to the proper installation and maintenance of electric distribution, communication lines, and structures by all electric distribution, cable, and telecommunication companies. Meralco recognizes the importance of ensuring the reliability of our electric distribution network, and we are committed to upholding the highest standards of safety and quality in the delivery of our services. We recognize the significant impact that unsightly and potentially hazardous wiring can have on our communities, which underscores the importance of effectively regulating the wires being attached to the distribution poles. We would appreciate the opportunity to discuss our ongoing efforts to address urban blight within our franchise area. Aside from protecting public safety, our urban blight program aims to maintain and protect the integrity of distribution poles through proper pole clearing initiatives. This involves addressing unsightly third-party cables, non-standard and unauthorized attachments. We believe that by working together with our stakeholders, we can enhance public safety, strengthen the reliability of our electric service, and enhance the appearance of our electric distribution facilities in the most effective and efficient way possible. Thank you, and we look forward to participating in succeeding hearings and the crafting of the substitute bills. Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sir. Okay. Kung wala na pong concerns regarding sa drones and dangling wires, pwede nang ma-dismiss yung mga certain individuals who are here, except dun sa mga electric cooperatives. Okay. Dito ba yung mga electric cooperatives? Okay, may sabihin kayo, sir?
Briefly lang, sir, because this is the first time that Philippine Cable and the Telecommunications Association is a 10-member committee. We just like to manifest our support for the measure and wish to be a part of any technical working group for any legislation that's going to come out. Though we support the bill, there are some operational measures we feel that should be discussed in detail, which definitely is at the TWG level, not at this level, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Joel Tabao, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, so Camarines Sur Electric Cooperative Incorporated o Kasugireco. Okay, sige. At this moment, we will tackle the application for franchise renewal of two cooperatives, electric cooperatives, namely First Laguna Electric Cooperative Incorporated or FLECO, and second is Camarines Sur 4 Electric Cooperative Inc. or Kasureco 4. FLECO, dito ba? Representative ng FLECO?
Good afternoon po, Your Honor.
Good afternoon po, sir. Marami nagreklamo mga mayor especially. Ang mahal daw ninyong sumingil. Mas mahal pa sa Meralco. Ang Meralco is 10.8895 pesos per kilowatt hour. Kayo, 14.983 per kilowatt hour. Ito yung reklamo ng mga mayors na nasasakupan ninyong lugar.
Yes po, Your Honor. Good afternoon po. Your Honor, yung pong time po na may petition po yung aming mga mayors, ito po yung time na isa po kami sa mga naapektuhan nung pagtaas po ng fuel cost and coal po sa world market.
Okay.
2022 po. Nung sa ngayon po, nung nag-normal na po, bumalik na po yung aming regular rate na latest po namin ay 9.85.
Oh, 9.85 na lang.
Yes po,
Mas
Your
mura na kayo sa Meralco.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Kumusta naman po yung mga wires ninyo dyan? Na okay ba? Na-maintain ba na maayos?
Yes po, Your Honor. Sa ngayon po, ongoing po yung aming project na nagpapalit po kami ng mga insulated wire para po maging minimal yung interruption.
Pero anong klaseng maintenance ang ginagawa niyo po para ma-ensure na palaging up to par yung mga wires ninyo, yung mga poste ninyo?
Yes po, nag-change po kami ng bare copper to insulated wire. na dahil po sa dami po ng obstruction, madaming puno po sa lugar namin. Yun po yung ginagamit namin ngayon. Almost 5 years na po kami nagamit ng insulated wire.
5 years na.
Yes po.
Okay. Gaano kalaki yung area na covered po ng inyong
Like ko
cooperative?
po covered 11 towns po ng District 4 po ng Laguna.
11 towns.
Yes po.
So ilang mayors po yon?
11 po.
Okay. Sige. Actually, ang issue ko lang sa inyo yung yung mataas na singil.
Yes po.
Pero sabi niyo na-solve na yung bumaba na kayo.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Babalikan kita mamaya. Ito naman kami ni Sur. Electric Cooperative Incorporated, Kasureco, the fourth. Saan yung Kasureco? Okay. So Kasureco, anong reklamo laban sa inyo? Alam niyo ba?
Di ko po alam, Your Honor.
Kaya nga, wala kasing reklamo eh. Magtatanong nga ako. Magkano ba yung singil nyo sa inyong mga kliyente?
Ang rate po namin as of
kilowatt hour.
ngayong buwan, December, itong latest namin ngayong billing is about 9 pesos and 18 centavos sa residential.
Halos magkapareho lang. Sa commercial,
And ang average po namin na rate for last year was about 10 pesos and 37 centavos for residential. At ang rate po namin ay hindi po nagka-fluctuate siya. Kahit po nung tumaas ang presyo ng kuryente because of the increase in the prices of coal, yung rate po namin remained the same. So di po siya nag-fluctuate. So ang average po namin is between 9, 10. Pinakamatas na po namin yung mga 11 point something.
kumusta naman yung maintenance nyo sa inyong mga...
Maganda naman po kasi po kung tutuusin po yung ating pong kooperatiba ay meron po itong 2,325.81 circuit kilometers. Samantalang meron lang po tayong 98,000 na household connection. Ibig pong sabihin nun, meron lang po tayong average na 41 connection sa bawat kilometro ng sirkito. So medyo dito po nagpapakita ito na yung ating pong lugar ay madalang ang kabahayan dahil po ito ay bulubundukin at coastal areas. Pero na-maintain po natin yung ating systems loss po ay below the systems cap of ERC. Nasa 9.25% lang po tayo. So single digit po siya. Ang ating pong sa ED ay 12.56 out of the standard of 45 hours. And ang sa AV po natin ay 15.44 out of the standards of ERC of 20. So dito po sa mga records ito nagpapakita po na medyo within sa parameters po ng standards ay tinatakda po ng ERC ang ating po mga services tungkol po sa pagbibigay ng kuryente.
Okay. ERC and NEA, meron ba kayong objection sa franchise renewal nitong dalawa nandito sa atin ngayon? Nakasalalay sa inyo. Pag sinabi niyo objection kayo, then hindi ko aprobahan yung franchise renewal nito.
Good afternoon, Mr.
ERC.
On behalf of the Energy Regulatory Commission, I'm Attorney Ching. And actually po, nakakahiyaman pong aminin, ang data nga po na pinrovide ni GM, I think ay mas updated because actually the ERC would only base yun pong data na hawak namin on their submission. So this would include the monthly interruption reports and annual DSL. So I think updated po ang pinrovide ni GM because ang data po na nasa amin ay as of 2023. But again, it remains the same. Kasureco 4 has been very much compliant po sila sa aming reliability performance standards. That means it is well within the standards set by the Commission. Sabi nga po ni GM, ang SAIFI po kasi system average interruption frequency, yun po yung dalas ng brownout. Ang sabi po ng ERC, hindi po maaaring maging more than 20 occurrences per year. Nasabi po ni GM, I think 12, no? 15. So pasok na pasok po sila within that standard. Ang records po namin as of 2023, in fact, better performance pa po, 9 occurrences lang per year. And I think, Mr. Chair, it's important to note that there is actually a distinction. Baka po kasi sabihin ng Kasureco for residents na, excuse me, hindi naman 9 times lang na brownout for the whole year. There is a distinction, of course. Ang interruption causes lang po na kinoconsider dito sa 20 occurrences occurrences ay those that are within the control or factors within the control of the DU. So maaari po kasing kasalanan ng transmission, maaari din po ang outage ay kasalanan ng supplier, pero ito po within their distribution system for factors na kaya po nilang i-control, na dapat po inaasahan po natin na mini-maintain po nila, ay pasok naman po sila sa standards, both for 2023 and as mentioned by GM, I think for 2024. Same goes for the SIDE. Yun pong SIDE na sinasabi ni GM, kung kanina po SIFI frequency, ang SIDE naman po duration. So kung gaano katagal po sila rumisponde sa mga brownout. So sabihin na natin nagkaroon ng outage, ilang minutes per year lang natin pinapayagan bago po sila makapag-respond or makapag-resume ng kanilang service. So for a year, pinapayagan po ng ERC up to 2,700 minutes or 45 hours lang po ang duration ng brownout. Again, these
Okay,
are causes.
now, let me interrupt. So, lumampas ba sila doon?
Ay, hindi po. Pasok din po sila according to our data.
Okay.
As provided by GM, pasok po sila. And even
How about yung isa, yung Fleco?
Actually, okay din naman po. Same goes for Fleco. Same standards po, 20 occurrences to 7 minutes per year. Pasok din po ang Fleco. Good news, GM. For 2023, kung ang limit po ay 20, nasa 8.92 lang po sila. At for SIDE naman po, kung ang limit ay 2,700, sila po ay nasa 897. This is again for the year 2023. Yun po kasi ang data na nai-report sa ERC. So both compliant, at least as far as the reliability performance standards are concerned. Meron din po tayong systems loss, mention ko na lang din. Pasok din po sila doon. In fact, Casureco 4 was able to provide the commission with segregated data, meaning yun lang pong sa distribution feeder po nila natatrack. Pasok din po sila doon. Ang limit ay 10.25 for 2023, 8.63. Same goes for Fleco. Within the, ang total po nila is 8.72. Pasok pa rin naman po. Even tanggalin na natin yung margin ng hindi po. In short, Mr. Chair, pasada naman po sila sa aming standards for both co-ops. Salamat po.
Wow. Ang daming sinabi, libre niyo siya mamaya. Sobrang build up yun ha. Facts lang. Yeah, I understand. I'm just joking. Attorney Maria Adela Ching, Attorney for Office of the Executive Director, ERC. Thank you po, Madam. How about Attorney Rosan S.J. Rosero Lee, Deputy Administrator Legal Services ng NEA? May objection ho ba kayo sa pag-apply ng renewal ng franchise itong Fleco at saka Casureco?
Good
Ma'am?
afternoon, Mr. Chair, and to all the guests inside this plenary, this hall. Insofar as NEA is concerned, for the operational progress report for Casureco 4, from the year 2016 up to the last assessment made for 2023, because for the year 2024, we haven't finalized yet. I am glad to report that Casureco 4 had been consistently categorized as AAA. That's the highest that NEA confers to an electric cooperative. So consistently, except for the year 2020, where NEA deferred the categorization because of the pandemic.
Okay.
Other than that, from 2016, 2023, and even looking at the early report till the last quarter of 2024, we are positive that Casureco 4 will be registering as AAA again, although there is no official results of the performance assessment for the year 2024 as of yet.
Okay.
Now for Fleco, also, Fleco since 2016 up to 2023, it has been recognized as a AAA electric cooperative, meaning
Okay.
compliant to all the key performance standard of NEA.
So, sino po nagbibigay ng grading na tulad yung AAA?
Yes.
Paano nakakatanggap ng AAA rating ang isang electric cooperative?
We have a composite body or a group in NEA that is composed of the different departments.
Okay.
And based on the report submitted by the electric cooperatives on a yearly basis, NEA assesses this performance of all the electric cooperatives based on the key performance standards that are laid down as well in the implementing rules and regulations of RA 10531.
Okay. Pero sabi niyo po, base doon sa mga documents na present nila sa inyo, doon yung binabase kung ito'y AAA o hindi. Something like that. So, paano po malaman na yung sinasabit sa inyo na dokumento ay accurate o baka yun ay gawa-gawa lang o pinasobrahan lang, etc.?
Mhm. There is a team at NEA that validates the submissions or the reportorial reports of our
So may
religious
nagbabalidate.
cooperatives. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. So, in other words, wala ko kayong problema dito sa PLECO at sa Kasureco.
With that performance and categorization consistently AAA, the National Electrification Administration supports the application of both FLECO and Kasureco for its franchise.
Is there anybody here sa room na may objection sa Kasureco and PLECO? You may now speak. Wala. Wala talaga. Wala. If there are no more concerns regarding Kasureco 4 and PLECO, I would like to refer Kasureco 4 and PLECO's franchise applications to a technical working group, so TWG. Yung susunod, kita-kita tayo sa TWG. And notices and invitations for the next succeeding meetings will be sent accordingly. There being no other matters for consideration, this hearing is hereby suspended. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.